Hello and welcome back to another episode of Stu's Reviews. So today, we're going to take a look at these cases by Pitaka. Now there's a very good reason I want to take a look at these cases, and that is because I am forever on a hunt for the strongest possible case I could find, potentially a bulletproof case. Now interestingly, these are supposed to be bulletproof, or the first phone cases ever to be made of bulletproof material, supposedly. So with that in mind, I'm going to share with you my overall opinion, see how hard it is to put on the included screen protector, and lastly, see if they are bulletproof. But before I do, let's take a look at the specs. These cases look like any regular pattern case, however, that is supposedly far from the truth. I'm interested as they are made from something called aramid fibres. Now I've literally just had to Google what the hell that is, and I've found that aramid fibres are typically used in military application for ballistic rated body armour, basically bulletproof. Other properties are that it's as strong as steel and has inbuilt magnets for attachments. All in all, this case has the potential to be incredible. It does seem like there's a hell of a lot of thought gone into this. I really am genuinely interested to see how durable these things will actually be, based on what I've just read. The thing that I'd be concerned about is the kinetic energy pass-through. Now, at the end of the day, there's no cushioning here at all. So this thing might be bulletproof and stop a bullet from going through it. However, the sheer force of something hitting it or dropping is going to pass straight through it into the phone and shatter it anyway. So whether it's bulletproof or not, I don't think that's particularly relevant because there's no cushioning, which could be one of the worst things about this case. But we'll find out later whether or not it survives any of the tests I throw it at. For now, let's try and put on this, the screen protector which came with the case. So let's give this a go. This seems like a really nice quality screen protector as well. Very, very thick. The smallest cloth ever. Okay, not too bad. My criticism here is that there's literally nothing to align it with. There's no like alignment tool or anything like that, so you're kind of just using your eyes. It is sitting quite nicely though on it. There's no bubbles so far. Oh no, there's some big bubbles here. Not massively impressed with that. Okay, I could potentially push the bubbles out if I was here for hours and hours and hours. Well, it is pushing the bubbles out, but I have got a few in there. As you can see, just there in the bottom corner. Couple of bubbles. It's not too bad. I think the problem is there's no aligning tool, which makes it quite difficult. But overall, that was an okay experience. If I spent a bit more time on it, could I potentially get this perfect? I would say so. It seems like a good quality screen and it feels quite nice as well. So overall, not bad. Right, let's get one of these on. Let's just be critical. To be honest, it doesn't really cover it that much at all. You've got this kind of big gap here at the top. Quite big gaps around here. There's no lip on the front, so you can put it face down. The only thing to protect it is the free screen protector, and if you don't like screen protectors, that's not going to be so good. But what I will say is this: two things that are really, really positive. I quite like the design. I think it's a bit funky, and it's got something they call 3D grip, and it feels extremely grippy despite the fact it's a solid case. It's almost like a kind of matte feel, and the fact that it works with their magnet range, which you can get these attachments for. There are a ton of new and innovative products on their website. I mean, you've got this, for example, which is an all-in-one charger. You've got this, which is a wall magnet wireless pad thing. You've got wallets, you've got car mounts, and a whole plethora of other things. So check them out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Overall, it's quite impressive what they've done with such a small and thin case. But the real question is it going to protect my phone at all? And that is the question. So the first thing we need to do is a drop test. Now I have a stone floor, so I'm going to give it a drop from about 1.5 metres high and see if it can protect the phone, but to be honest, I haven't got super high hopes for drop damage. Let's have a quick inspection of how that looks overall. There doesn't appear to be any damage to the case. We have a look in the corners as well. Bit of maybe scuffing there, possibly there as well. Nothing particular over there, the hair. And the front is still completely okay. Well, that exceeded all expectations. I cannot believe there is not a single scratch on this. Well, I think it's probably time we take it one step further and test out the bold claims. Right then, let's give this a go. No way! Before I show you what has become of the phone, I just want to say a quick disclaimer. There's been a few YouTubers out there who have tried shooting these cases, but they've all used handguns. Now, handguns are not legal, or mostly not legal in the UK. Shotguns, however, are legal, which is why I've used a shotgun. Now, you will get a different result from a shotgun to a pistol, because a pistol has concentrated power through a larger bullet, whereas a shotgun spreads the power over a larger area. But a bullet is a bullet. So, let's have a look to find out if this case was bulletproof. And here it is. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, it looks in relatively good condition. There appears to have been no bullet go through, or that's what it looks like on the surface at least anyway. If we flip it around to have a look at the screen. Now, before I do this, the last time I shot a phone case, the front smashed out completely because the bullets obviously just went through and all of that energy destroyed the phone completely. That was the Moose case. It seems to have completely powdered the phone. I mean, there is glass bits falling out of the phone everywhere. Have a look at this. As you can see, there isn't a single scratch or crack on the display. I mean, come on, that's incredible. However, it does seem to have taken off the volume buttons. As you can see, this bullet here has obviously grazed it and gone smash, and it's taken some of the steel with it as well. So that one has gone through, which is a crying shame. But it goes back to my comment about there being gaps, big gaps available that damage can get to. But the real question is, how has the back survived? So let's take this off. Oh, dear. I think there may be something broken inside there. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, on the surface. Dear me. On the surface, I was quite impressed. But I think, oh dear. So, maybe not quite as good as I had originally thought. I mean, you can see what I meant about the transference of the power of the bullets. I mean, on the inside, only this one seems to have really broken through. However, the sheer impact has in fact destroyed the back of the phone, which is a crying shame, because, God, I thought it had done it. I genuinely thought I had found a bulletproof case. Well, as far as it goes, I'm still quite impressed. Technically, this is a bulletproof case because not a single one of those bullets actually went through. However, it did not protect the phone enough to save it because of the transference of energy. So I still haven't found my properly bulletproof phone case. I want a phone case that I can shoot and literally nothing happens to my phone whatsoever. However, I will say that I've been very, very impressed with the performance of this case. And actually, these cases are one of the strongest, thinnest cases I have ever tried. I mean, come on, it stopped all of those bullets going through it, and it survived a drop test, or stopped the phone from breaking in a drop test. So I have been mega impressed with how good these cases are. Mega impressed with actually how durable these cases are and how thin they are. So I think if you're looking for a mega super thin case that's 1mm or less, but is also extremely durable, to be honest, I haven't found one better. And that concludes today's review. Guys, a massive shout out to all my current patrons. You guys are amazing and you really help me conduct reviews like this. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you back for another episode of Stu's Reviews soon. Before you go, consider supporting me on my Patreon page by clicking here. It'll give you some great discounts on stuff I've reviewed and helps me to continue doing reviews. If you want to see some fun stuff, click here to see the highlights of Stu's Reviews. And, as a friendly reminder, click this button to subscribe.